Andre.
Ryan.
How are you?
Good. That music was coming in blasting on the old headphones.
Dude, when you get, there's something about those StreamYard shows with the headphones where the music just hits a little different.
It's really true. It's really true. And a rare Tuesday setting off the week right, huh? You got to love that.
Yeah. Someone yesterday tweeted out at us and they were like, it's the definition of bittersweet when there's a holiday, but that also means no DNVR podcast. There was a time, Dre, where that wasn't the case.
So true.
There was like a 4-year period where we didn't take holidays at our company, but it wasn't like a requirement thing. It was just like one of those things where like everyone, it was just like, oh, it's Monday, we have to go to work.
Yeah, right. All we knew what to do was wake up and podcast. That's what we did. Yep. Yeah.
So now we live in a world where we actually, if the whole world is taking, or the whole country is taking the day off, we go along with them.
Yeah, it's rare. I don't know how I feel about it. I worked hard regardless yesterday, but not on betting. Yeah.
How was your betting weekend? Because I had one of the most wild betting weekends of my life.
Yeah, you were on the you have chased your tail and you've come back to tell said tale.
Okay, so it all starts out on Thursday, was it?
Uh-huh.
I think it was Thursday. I was up big.
Yes,
I was up heavy. Feeling great. I think did we hit a parlay that day? Is that what happened?
Yeah, was that the parlay day? Gosh. Or maybe you just went like first half spread crazy.
I don't remember what it was. Let's see.
Coastal in there.
Right.
That was the Coastal day. Yeah. So I think that's just one where like first half spreads got hit left and right.
So Friday comes around. That's, of course, Buffs game day. We've got the DNVR Kickoff Classic in the morning. We make our way down to Boulder for the tailgate. Mm-hmm. There has been a lot of consumption at this point. Mm-hmm. And I'm heading into the stadium, and I'm like, I got to see if they have the first half lineup. Of course, at that moment, they do have the first half lineup. So I hammered it into oblivion.
What was it?
What was what? Oh, minus 24. Minus 24.
Oh my God, that's so insane.
It was really insane.
Wow.
I was not thinking clearly. I shouldn't have given up more than 21 points. So I place a big old bet on Buffs minus 24 in the first half. Of course, the halftime score, I believe, was 21-7. So that's an L. But as you do when you're inebriated, I start chasing my tail. So then I double down. And when I say double down, I mean I double my bet on the second half spread, or the live line, which is Buffs minus 28.5. So live line, Buffs minus 28.5. They're up 14 at halftime. And yeah, I double down on that. Of course, the Buffs go on to win by 28.
Incredible.
So half-point loss. I lose just about everything, like all of the hard work I'd put into the early college football slate.
Oh, okay, good.
Gone down the drain.
Oh man.
Okay, so then I wake up Saturday morning.
Nice.
Super hungover. I mean, yeah, big win in the first place.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
Started the day off with a dub. Super hungover, and it's like 9:45. 10 o'clock game's coming right around the corner, and I'm just like, I'm still chasing my tail at this point.
Right.
I make I make 3 picks and I parlay them. So 3 individuals and I parlay them, which I felt like brought me some good juju. Like the fact that I was responsible enough to not just make the parlay, but I took them all as singles and parlayed them.
It's the king's way right there.
Yes, exactly. I think that brought me some good juju. So I go 3-0 on the individuals, hit the parlay. Not only do I win back everything that I had bet, but I won more. I won even more than that. So that was I chased my tail and lived to live to tell the tale.
I never truly understood the expression do as I say, not as I do, until I became a father. Then it was like, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be gambling. You're 6 months old. But since we started this show, it's just redefined that expression for me, because we truly, we are giving you the only tried and true things we have. And then on our own, we are just running wild. What I want to know, Ryan, is I set the man tiers line at 1.5 for you on Friday in your return at Folsom, but I want to include the tailgating as well. And tell me, I know one was in the works. I mean, who's not crying at Ralphie, for Christ's sake?
Oh, yeah.
But I want to know, I set the line at 1.5. Was it over or under 1.5 man tiers? Not just at Folsom. I want to include the tailgate. I know sometimes a good vibes at the tailgate when you're back in town can give that to you.
Yeah, I think it was under 1.5.
Wow.
I think it was under.
What an upset. Holy cow.
There was one stray tear that made its way down the cheek as Ralphie turned the 50. But that was it.
Incredible. I have loved watching all these videos as college football returned. We went 4-2 on the Friday show, all thanks to Justin Michael. Justin Michael showing the kind of maturity that only great bettors can have in his bag. 2 Mountain West picks, Nevada money line, boom. Fresno State plus 18 against Oregon, almost upset them straight up. And then Alabama first half line, the consensus pick of Friday, also the hit. Thank God for Alabama, Ryan, because all you guys are killing it on college football. I have already found a way to suck. I am just horrendous. I went all in on Notre Dame first half line, then doubled down. Then, as Sis said, that doesn't hit. They're up by like 18 in the third. So comfortably you could have jumped in. And then Florida State takes them to overtime. Disgusting. Truly disgusting. The first half spreads just aren't working for me, Ryan. I'm a home dog kind of guy. I need to, I can't adopt your strategies. I can't steer too far from home. It's in the manifesto, folks. You don't steer too far from home. I did that, and that's not my vibe.
We should make a shirt that says "Home dogs are my home dog."
Wow, that's what a genius mind. Yeah, that's a good one.
Eric's watching, so Eric, get to work.
What else do you have?
He has literally nothing else that he's doing.
He's just watching bets on a Tuesday, that just lazing it up for huge.
Sitting on his ass, watching bets.
Classic D-line.
Good God. Okay, let's jump into the big three today. And Dre, we have some deep, like, serious breaking news right now. Yes. Serious breaking news.
It happened, folks. Like Jay-Z and Brett Favre before him. He's out of retirement. I did it. I did it for all of you. Our community needed it. RK, who's been on a Rockies pick heater all summer, has blessed us with his return to Rockies picks this Tuesday.
It's really crazy because, like, baseball season was over.
Everyone
was saying it. Everyone, people, like, there were no games. It was completely over. And then all of a sudden today they were like, wait, we're coming back for a quick one. So Rockies and Giants, they're allowing them to play a game in the off season. And I guess I'll give you some picks for it. Much to my chagrin. If you wouldn't mind pulling up my big three.
Yeah, summer was over, Ryan. I was raking leaves out front because it's officially fall. And then you came out of retirement. The sun came out. It's actually summer for a few more days. So it's amazing. Truly breaking news all across the country.
Also, some more breaking news from Eric here, who says he is making the shirt. It says right there in his message, I'm on it right now. Shirt's on its way.
Yeah. Podcast listeners, go back to the YouTube video to catch why I'm cracking up here. Yeah.
All right. Big three here. We are at Coors Field, are we not, Dre?
We sure are, but I need to double check on this one. We are. You love to see it. We're
at Coors Field. And that means we are taking some overs here.
Mm.
Rockies over 2.5 in the first 5. I really like this one.
Okay.
Now I know they are entering into Logan's Web,
Yes.
which can be it can be a scary place to be.
No doubt. No doubt.
But I still really like this one. I think the Rockies get the bats going a little bit. By the way, Dre, Rockies 0 for 2 so far on opportunities to cover their season win total. They just need one more win in the last 24 games to cover the 63.5 in Vegas. So we're waiting on that one. I actually think tonight's the night.
Are you afraid they'll go the reverse 2007, not win a game now since you've tweeted this? Bold of you to tweet, Ryan. Again, kind of chancing the betting gods on that one.
You mean bold of the DNVR Bets social media intern to tweet?
Oh man, that was a bad tweet. Apologies. I should have verified what that came from. Apologies.
Yeah. So they've got 24 more chances at that. I thought of a funny thing when you started talking about that rhymes with Rocktober. That would be a bad thing, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Nice.
Anyways,
and Matt says you're out there. Just put it in the comments so you here can bring it up. Okay, come on. You're the guy we count on for the comedy.
Yeah, he did say baseball season on Tuesdays. It's like the MAC. They just only play one day a week.
They're crazy, those guys. Yeah.
Okay. Logan Webb over 5.5 hits allowed, -125. Again, he's solid. But Coors Field, big old outfield. I think the bats heat up today. They've been quiet for a couple days now. They're back at home. They're settling in. They've slept in their bed a couple nights. So feeling good about that one. And then Chichi over 3.5 Ks. I really like this one. Everyone loves low number, and I am everyone. So 3.5 Ks at +115 plus money on that. I like it.
Wow. The everyone loves a Coors Field over and then going hard on the over in Ks is not what you'd expect.
Why is that?
Well, people don't think of Coors as a heavy K ballpark.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the contact ballpark in your eyes.
Contact ball. Some have said that when you're at Coors, you're stuck in the K hole. You've heard that before.
A lot of people have said that.
Ryan's good. Of course, not to spoil anything, but that's the next Rockies shirt Eric's got. I love the design he's cooked up on that one.
Yes.
Good. Eric, you want to shoot us the mock-up in the chats here? We will bring it up. Don't you fear. Let's go to my big three. Again, I would prolong the shtick about baseball coming out of retirement and this being the start of a new season and there not being a sample size, blah, blah, blah. But I will spare you that kind of comedy. Let's start with the pick that's at the bottom here. San Francisco Giants to score in the first. Yes, +120. So the Yerfie in this, either team to score in the first inning, -170. And yet the Giants are only +120 with Chichi on the mound. The Rockies to score in the first +180 because they're in Logan's Web. I think this is a very safe bet. This is the follow the lines, let the lines tell you where there's value. And then we have a Nerfy boost, Ryan. I've been killing it on the Yankees Nerfies. Everyone knows those clean shaven, overrated, overpaid, pinstripe wearing group of baseball players. They take a long time to heat up with the bats, and Garrett Cole's going to take care of the Blue Jays in the first. So it's a monster Yerfie, and you're boosting it up at +120. Be sure to slap that boost on it at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. And then Cincinnati at Chicago. Yes, the crappy Cubbies. We've got a great matchup here for pitching. Not sure why there's such great value on the Nerfer here, but I'm happy to take it at +105.
Great stuff. And if Toronto and New York doesn't hit, what would you do, Dre? Blame it on the boost.
Oh, shorty get loose. Yep, exactly.
All right. Speaking of blaming on the boost, there are all sorts of awesome boosts over at DraftKings Sportsbook, including $1 to win $200 when you bet on any NFL market coming up. There's all sorts of free money sitting out there. Hopefully you got in on the hammer, the over from this last weekend, although it took over a quarter for us to actually hit the over in that game, Dre, which was set at 0.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it was 0-0 for a while.
If it was stuck at like 17, we would have been really scared for a long time.
And that's what I kept saying. Remember, I kept saying that, like, I don't feel comfortable until this gets to 0.
Exactly.
Anyways,
exactly. But we did it. We did it. The community did it.
We did it. We hit it. And this Thursday, you can get in on the Buccaneers plus 73. Bucks plus 73. If you're not taking that deal, you just aren't paying attention. You don't like free money. So everyone get in on your free money offers at DraftKings, including bet one, get $200 in free bets that you can use on all sorts of fantastic offers they have, including something we're going to talk about in the next segment, Dre, which is futures parlays. And Dre, also you get a free same game parlay on NFL this week. $25 same game parlay. If you lose, you get it back in a free bet.
Wow, that's gonna be sweet. It's been a minute since I've SGP'd, Ryan. With baseball.
Right, with baseball season being over, there hasn't been much to SGP. All right, anyways, check out all those offers over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. The deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough and restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Ryan, final note on baseball season with the Giants in town.
Last game of the year.
Yeah, worth mentioning, we've got a bet on the line that our friend Drew Kreisman put out last time he was a guest on the show. Giants to win the NL West. So that's going on the official record. If it hits, they came out of a series against the Dodgers up 1 game. So the G-men doing their thing to keep that bet alive.
All right, Trey, take us down the path, down the rabbit hole, and into the futures parlay section.
I am so happy. Some might say I'm giddy about these. So D-line put down the chips. All right. We don't want any distractions. We want you listening in on this one. NFL, you scroll to team futures, and then you scroll to futures parlays. And there to start is a parlay that I truly fell in love with at first sight. I don't even know which side I fell in love with, Ryan, but I fell in love with the conundrum that it presents, because it's an or. We always love or bets.
Freaking love an or.
Yeah. And this is any of, or it could be or Jets, Bengals, Jaguars, Broncos, Eagles, Lions, Falcons, or Niners to win their division. So I think it's everyone with the lowest odds to win their respective divisions. Any of those teams to win their division minus 160, which I find very interesting that's the side that has the minus, because none of those teams is at plus 125. And I'm simply tickled by this conundrum here.
Okay, so
I think it's amazing.
Now that I have this in front of me, it's a lot easier for me to process the information. And I'm sure some of the fans at home feel the same way. So we're going to go through this slowly, go through it team by team, and see what it is. I think it's very clear what's going to happen here. So I think there's legitimate free money on the table. Okay. Jets. Are the Jets going to win their division, Dre?
No,
they're getting last. Cincinnati, are they going to win their division? No, they're getting third, maybe. Jacksonville, are they going to win their division?
No.
The Broncos.
Slim chance.
Fair enough. The Broncos don't have a snowball chance in hell.
It's another slim chance team.
Okay.
Right, like you're a Mahomes injury away. Right? That's the thing about futures, right?
We always injury away from what?
Contending for the AFC.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you
but I'm just saying,
Didn't the Broncos get blown out by Matt Moore?
That happened. That happened for sure. Yeah.
That happened too. Ow. All I just
Eagles.
I think, yeah, Eagles are getting
dog
last.
biting you under your table. What's happening?
I don't know. I think I just got some karma from
Oh man,
bringing up the Matt Moore game.
oh.
All right,
Eagles.
Eagles are getting last,
but there's a chance because the NFC East, like you could literally win it with a 9-9. No, there's no 9.
9-8.
8-9 would win you that division.
No, it wouldn't. But
what?
I think it's gonna take 9 wins at least to win that division.
Who are the hot? You're a big.
Fitzmagic, baby.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, we're all Washington football team backers here. Yeah.
Okay.
The Lions in the North, no snowballs chance in hell.
Detroit last place. Atlanta.
Without Drew Brees, that's a little more wide open. That division you always see like last to first. That's like a common trend in the NFC South.
So Atlanta is up against New Orleans, Carolina,
easy,
and who's the other one that I'm missing? Atlanta, New Orleans, Carolina,
and
the Buccaneers.
Oh right, the Bucs will get
so they're screwed. Yeah. And then San Francisco. So this is really, in my opinion, a bet on, do the San Francisco 49ers win their division? Do they win the NFC West? I don't think they do. In fact, I don't think they are first or second.
Yeah.
So I'm putting a fork in this.
Yeah,
and it's the bet at plus 125.
That's kind of how I feel too, is take the none.
Right, absolutely. Now that's the opposite of an or. That's a parlay.
That's an actual parlay. That's a legit parlay.
That's an 8-legger. An 8-leg parlay. So it kind of changes. It kind of changes the vibes a little bit because it's not an or. It's an and it's a lot of ands. Even then, though, I just think you're gonna bet it and forget it, and then all of a sudden you're gonna have a winner in your slip. 6 months from now.
It does feel kind of like a good bet.
It's definitely a good bet. I mean, yes, upsets happen in football, but not really over the course of a whole season.
Yeah.
Who's the team you're most worried about? Is it still San Francisco? Because San Francisco is the one where I'm like, oh, well, if like Trey Lance pops onto the scene in like week 4 and is awesome, then maybe they take the division by storm.
Yeah, it's San Fran for sure. Because like,
you know that Kyle Shanahan only has 1 winning season.
No, I know, and I think I don't think Trey Lance would do it, and I highly doubt that after they brought his like heir in, that Jimmy G is the guy to do it, because that's always been like, oh, they're just Jimmy G being healthy away. But the thing is, the NFC West, as stacked as that is, all those teams are kind of volatile. Like the Cards could falter a little. The Rams are super lacking in depth, so one of their stars goes down, especially on defense, they could be screwed. And kind of the same with the Seahawks. Like, if that passing game isn't humming, they can be in trouble as well.
Dre, have you scrolled all the way down to the bottom of this section yet?
I merely saw that bet and was like, okay, I can do a whole show on this. Yeah.
I want to ask you. So don't look.
Oh.
There are parlays. You can parlay 2 teams to win the division. And it starts at Buccaneers and Chiefs.
Right.
At plus 110. And it goes down to a bet that is plus 14,000 for just 2 teams to win their division. Can you guess what 2 teams it is?
It would have to be the Jets and Bengals would be my guess.
Oh, you got one.
Jets and Jaguars?
Jets and Giants.
Whoa.
Let's just note this.
A New York Derby.
Yes. 2 of the Broncos' first 3 opponents are considered the part of the parlay that is least likely to hit here.
And I named another finalist.
What I don't understand with the Jets, and I do think they're probably going to get I guess it's the Bills. Yeah, you got to look at who else is in the division, but The Giants one is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, because that's wide open.
Right. That division is one breakout, player away from a different team winning it.
Yeah, 100%. That one's interesting. Now that we have gone through all those divisions with that first parlay, which are the two that feel like the biggest locks to have a winner?
Biggest. So you're saying which ones would we parlay?
Right. I think maybe Green Bay would be one of my two.
I kind of like Bills and Packers.
Bills and
plus
Packers.
170.
Yeah, that does feel like the vibe.
Bills to me feel like the biggest lock of any team.
Right. Yeah, because I mean Mac Jones. Come on, right?
Well, I mean, a lot of people think that could be a thing, but I think that it's going to become proven that it was all Brady.
Yeah, no, and I mean the Bills are really in like must-win mode. And the Packers don't have much competition, right? Like we can all agree the Vikings suck.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the Bears obviously. Yeah. I'm this year when I psych my wife up that the Bears are playing on Monday night and we get to watch the Bears. Please warn me against betting on them at all.
I tried last year.
Fade across the board. We have to. Okay, so that's a good one. Bills, Packers, Chiefs, Bucks is the shortest odds on that parlay. Plus 110. I actually think the Titans are kind of sneaky value as a lock. Because the South, like now that they have Julio. But
I don't really trust the Titans.
Yeah, I know. Tannehill is our guy, though,
Interesting. So let's just look at this for the Broncos really quick because they have you can bet on the exact amount of season wins that a team has. So let's find the Broncos.
Oh wow, second one, right behind the Cowboys.
I missed it. Cowboys. See, mine goes right to Falcons. Well, do you have the numbers?
Yes. Broncos are.
What is it to win 9? I think they're 9.
9 is the shortest odds at plus 500. 8, second shortest, plus 550. What the hell is with all this optimism? Then it's 10, 11 at plus 600 and plus 650.
Wait, so they're saying, oh, this is good. DraftKings is saying it is more likely that the Broncos win 11 games than 7?
Correct.
Holy cow. What is 7 at?
Plus 700. 6 is plus 1,000. What? Excuse me. What? 6-0 in 17 games. 6 is. That's a stinker, man.
Yeah, 6 and 11.
Like we just witnessed 6, right? With Hinton in it.
No, they won 5 last year.
I've removed that season from my mind. I still watched every game twice, but I removed it from my mind entirely.
You're better off for it.
Yeah,
I think there's value in a sprinkle on 8 and 9 each.
8 and 9 each, huh? That would be worth it. That would be worth it.
Oh, it would be definitely worth it. You're gonna win 5 units. You're gonna end up in a 3 units ahead if you just sprinkle a unit on each, and it hits obviously.
Right. You can also do stage of elimination, and like the Packers who always get eliminated in the championship game, that's plus 700. Not to make the playoffs would be plus 210. Lose in the wild card plus 275.
The stage of elimination seems like something we would do on the tailgate. Please step up to the stage of elimination.
We should do that. Broncos stage of elimination, not to make the playoffs, minus 145. Lose in the wild card plus 250. Which again, 9 wins.
Okay, what is this optimism? Can we talk? Where's Johnny Avello
from?
Look, I don't want to be a Broncos pessimist. And that's about the least thing I ever am. But we're talking about a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 5 years. Is minus 145 to not make the playoffs?
And okay. And another thing, let's eliminate our bias, because undoubtedly having to watch and write and talk about this team over the years has taken a bit out of us. But even my numbers say they performed at the rate of a 5-win team last year, and that's what they won. So there's no projected like improvement or regression. Now that significant additions were made in the offseason to where their number set at 8.5.
Even if they win 10 games, I don't think that's good enough to make the playoffs this year.
In the AFC?
10-7 is getting you in, you think?
Bills, you've got 2 from the North, Titans, Chiefs. Yeah, and then it's that one's final spot that's open.
Maybe I'm overestimating it. I think you got to win 11 games to get in a 17-game schedule.
I think they're looking at it as they could be in the race with teams like the Dolphins, Steelers, Colts, Chargers, like right there in that tier.
Fair enough.
Maybe Browns.
All right, Dre.
Good one.
Crazy that baseball season has returned, and hopefully we can go out with another bang. Yeah,
I'm gonna get the slip and slide ready after this and stop breaking my leaves. I guess we're not doing that for a minute. So.
Okay. Yes, sounds good. Put your pumpkin carvers away for today.
Exactly.
We'll get them back out on Thursday. Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate Eric Weedham for making all those awesome shirts for us. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow on DNVR Bets Daily.